Colin, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you've talked about LaMelo's elite vision. I'm just wondering if there was a moment, whether it was, watching video before the draft, pre-draft workouts, or when you actually got to see him in person, when that vision really stuck out to you. And also just as a coach and, someone who's been around the game a long time, what distinguishes elite vision? Like, how do you know immediately when you see it?
Yeah, good question. Well, I saw it on film. I thought it translated. I thought you could see it on film. I think it was pretty clear that he had vision. He made the simple play. He made the spectacular play and all those plays in between. He did it in the full court. He made the game easier for his teammates. And I felt like that would translate, on film. But until you get him in your gym, you don't really know how he's going to fit or mix with your group. I thought the first couple of practices, I didn't quite see it. I think he was trying to figure it out, the first couple of practices. Then probably maybe the third, fourth practice, it really started to stand out to all of us. He started making these plays and finding guys in transition, hitting guys before they even knew it was coming. You could start to see it translate very quickly on the floor. It happened in the practice, and then you started to see it more in the preseason games as well. But obviously that was elite on his part. To me, the elite passers, playmakers, they can make these passes and reads on all three levels. Meaning, when I just start to get downhill, I can make reads. So when I initially beat my defender, whether it's out of a pick and roll or just straight beat him one-on-one, the ability to make that play. And a lot of guys, they can see that, they can make that first read. The middle tier read is pretty tough. I get downhill now, and now I'm kind of around the free throw line area, and now I've got to make another decision. That's another level of playmaking, right in that mid-range area. I get down there. Now the defense starts to shift. What's my next read? The elite guys can make that play. And then you have the top tier that now I get to the rim area, and now I can make the read and make the pass. So not only do I see it, but I can execute it. When a big guy, a 7-footer, is coming to block my shot, I can still execute a pass to get the ball out of there. And that's not easy to do. A lot of guys, you got to have great size or the ability to wrap it or get up in the air and skip it. The elite passers, and I think, Melo's in this category, he can make those plays and reads at all three levels, not only make the read, but execute it. So, he's special that way.
Thanks, Coach. Hey, Coach. Coach Borrego has described LaMelo Ball's passing as elite, and, a couple other people have as well. I'm wondering if, maybe during the pre-draft process or watching video in advance of this game, you noticed that kind of ability from him. And also just as someone who's been around the game a long time, what kind of distinguishes the elite passers from just, say, the good passers?
Well, I think that was the one thing that you could for sure identify, in the pre-draft process, that he was a great passer and had tremendous feel for the game. And that's what made him such an exciting prospect. I think, his shooting has proven to be much better than a lot of people anticipated. He's at 35% right now on threes. He's shooting them very confidently. He just looks much more solid fundamentally than he did when he was in Australia last year. And then I think the big thing is just the energy that he brings to the game. You can tell that people like playing with him, and he's fearless out there. He loves to play, and he really is, not solely responsible, but, a huge part of them building this identity that they've built already. So he's going to be a great player if he's not already.
And what do you think distinguishes the elite passers from the good passers?
I think just touch and anticipation. A good passer is almost like a good shooter. When the ball comes off his fingers, it just looks softer. It looks like it's going to be completed. It's going to the right spot with good timing. You see all that with LaMelo.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.